Hey, if you are 40 to 60 plus, here's what I know. Well, number one, you're like me, but two, you're probably not that techie. You may not even have a big audience. Now, if you have tried to start a Skool community, or maybe you've just heard about Skool and you're curious because this is really starting to pick up some buzz, this video is for you. Because the first thing people do is they start to wonder about their posts and they worry about promoting everything on social media. But here is the thing that you need to remember. These are two things that you have to get right if your Skool is going to be successful. Now, number one, and these are closely related. Number one is the description of your Skool group. And you've only got 150 characters here. So what you want is you want something that is quickly going to identify who this is for, who it's not for, and exactly what people are going to get. You don't give them a bunch of flowery language. You don't give them a bunch of vague promises and make yourself sound important. You tell them exactly what their pains are, and you know their pains, and then you do it like this. The best 40 to 60 Skool group, if you want to create a group in less than 3 days, not 3 months, even with no tech skills, no audience, and you hate social media. See how quickly that went? Just like that. And I will tell you that since I have made these changes to becoming more conversational and getting this part right and speaking directly to the people that I want to reach, conversions have gone through the roof. Now, another thing that you need to get, and this is even more important, because once somebody clicks on this is called a cover. And once they click on that cover and they see that you have a description, what they want to see after that is they want a about page that resembles, if not completely duplicates, that description. And what I mean by an about page is if this was a website or a funnel, this would be the contact page or the landing page. But we don't use landing pages because Skool converts way better than landing pages do. But what you want is you want a one sentence promise of what they're going to get. And you want that as soon as possible. You don't want to waste their time and you don't want to waste your time. So you need to identify who it's for, who it's not for, what problem they're suffering from, what you're going to give them, and how you're going to give it to them. In other words, you want proof, promise, process, and pain. You want to cover those 4 Ps. And as long as you do that, you don't have to write paragraphs. In fact, when you consider that most people are going to be watching the content on a phone, you're going to want to make it mobile friendly, which means you don't have huge blocks of text because you will lose most people that way because they'll think, oh, I don't want to read a paragraph. But if you do it in sentence chunks or bullet points to hit the highlights, then you're going to be in good shape. And by the way, if you have ever gotten a result from somebody, you have evidence that you're good at the thing that you do, you certainly want to put that. But a lot of people focus on these images or videos that they put because you have 5 slots where you can put images or you can put videos, and they try to make those perfect. And that really doesn't matter. The thing that you have to get right is the about page. And so you want to have that promise. Take a look at mine. The best Skool for 40 to 60 plus. If you're not techie, don't have a big audience, but you want to launch your Skool in 3 days, not 3 months or someday. That's really straightforward. And then I say, why me? Because I have been an exclusive Skool 100 participant. I built a community tool, 750 people, and then I proved what worked and what didn't, and then I cut everything out that didn't by starting a new community. And I've also been a user, as I call it, since the dark ages of March 23 and owned my own group since February 24. And then I talk about who I've helped and the results I helped them get. And then I talk about who, again, that this is for. And I get into a little deeper depth other than just 40 to 60. And I talk about experts or creators or coaches And I talk about not needing to be real techie or needing a ton of tools to get this done. And then I end by saying, in 3 days, this is what you'll get. Because a lot of times people promise these transformations. And number one, they don't speak in normal human terms. And then number two, they don't tell anybody when they can expect the transformation. Well, if you ordered a pizza on the phone and they never told you when it was going to come, you'd probably never order from them again, right? They want to know when to expect this transformation. And if you just said, hey, I'm ordering this. All right, we're going to bring you some food. No, people want to know what exactly that they're going to get. So you have to break it down for them. And you want to make these transformations that you offer and that you promise. Number one, you want to be able to deliver on them. And number two, you want to make sure that they are as quick as possible. People want a quick win because once they get a quick win, then they trust you. Even if you are a complete stranger. And what I suggest is that you have a free community. And then if you want to offer upgraded services and access to you and help whatever you're helping them implement, then inside of there you can have paid tiers. It's what we call in Skool a freemium model, where you have a free tier and then you can have two paid tiers if you want. What a lot of people make the mistake of doing is they start a paid community and yet they don't have an audience that trusts them. The only person that I have ever personally worked with that was able to start a paid only community already had a huge social media following on another platform. She had 275,000 followers. So the moment she opened her community, she had buyers right out of the gate willing to pay her $99 a month. But that is few and far between. So I suggest that you start your community free, and then you have eventually, once you get to about 50 members or so, you eventually share that you have some upgraded or faster results if somebody is willing to jump into like a premium or a VIP tier with you. So you want to get these two things right. And then the third thing that you want to get right, it's not as important, but you also want there to be no doubt once somebody gets in your community what they should be doing. And that's what's called a start here post. Now, these don't have to be long. They don't have to be complicated. And you don't have to give somebody a laundry list of things they have to do. All you have to do is say, hey, welcome to the community. We're not, in my case, I say, we're not going to overwhelm you with a bunch of complicated onboarding sequences. Just start here. And then comment start, and then click here. And then the click here takes them to the first page in my classroom. And again, I don't overwhelm them with 45-minute videos. I chunk things down, because one thing I know about my audience, 40 to 60, we need things simple. Because a lot of this technology, even though we actually built the internet, a lot of this technology is foreign to us. And if you overload anybody, but especially my age group, if you overload us with information, we're out. We're going to zone out and we're not coming back. You won't get us back. So that's why I make everything in my group simple. And this underlines the importance of knowing who you're talking to, how they feel, what emotions are going on in their head, because you're trying to get them over those emotions so they can feel confident to join your community. Now, if you want to learn how to do this, you can join my free community. And yes, within 3 days, we'll help you get clear on what topic you're going to offer. We'll help you build it. And then we will help you go live and start to get your first 10 to 50 members. And then once you get to that point, then you can start structuring an offer for people that they would be willing to pay for and pay for on a monthly basis. So if you want to learn how to do that, you can join our community, and I'll even send you a PDF. If you comment here in this video, start, I'll send you a PDF that you can fill out, and you can get day one taken care of before you even join the community. So I hope this has helped you. Again, your description on your group, and your about page and your start here. If you pay attention to those three things, you can have conversion rates that you're happy with. Before I locked in those things, I had a conversion rate of about 9%. And you can see the major difference in just the last 7 days. And if you don't know anything about marketing, email, funnels, any of that stuff, this is about 20 times literally better than most conversion rates, because Skool is actually way more effective than funnels and landing pages and websites, because it is a living, breathing community of people all interested in the same thing. And that's powerful to bring those people together. So I hope you've gotten something out of this. If you want to join our community, the link is in my bio. We'll help you get this done in 3 days, not 3 months or someday. So take care. And if you want to see some other videos about other aspects of Skool communities, you can check out some of the other videos here on my channel. And if you're getting value out of this, love to have you subscribe and maybe comment below what was your big aha from this video.